Let's multiply some decimals. On our first example, we have 0.29 times 35.8. Remember, we do not have to line up our decimals when we're multiplying. We just write the numbers and then we move our decimal at the end. 8 times 9 is 72, so I write a 2, carry my 7. 8 times 2 is 16, plus 7 gives me 23. I write a 3, carry my 2. 8 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. I'm finished with my 8, so I can mark it off and write a 0. 5 times 9 is 45, so I write a 5 and I carry a 4. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14, so I write a 4, carry a 1. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. I'm done with my 5 and my 8, so now I have two zeros. 3 times 9 is 27, so I write a 7 and I carry a 2. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 more gives me 8. 3 times 0 is 0. Let's add this thing up here. 2 plus nothing is 2. 5 plus 3 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 7 is 13. So I write a 3, I carry a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 8 is 10. I now have finished my question. I count the number of numbers that I have behind the decimal, which is 1, 2, 3. So in my answer, I have to have 3 numbers behind my decimal. So I move it over 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 10.382. This one I have 11 times 20.9. I'm going to write my 20.9 on top. Doesn't matter which way you write it, you'll still get the same answer. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 2 is 2. I'm finished with my 1, so I can mark it off and write a 0 here. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 0 is 0, and 1 times 2 is 2. I can now add this up. 9 plus nothing is 9. 9 plus nothing is 9. 2 plus nothing is 2. 2 plus nothing is 2. I count one number that I have behind my decimal. So in my answer, I need one number behind my decimal. So I put an imaginary decimal at the end of my number, move it one time to the left so that I have one number behind my decimal. So my answer is 229.9. On this one, we have 1.06. I actually want to write my 1.06 on the bottom. Doesn't matter. Remember how you do it. It's just how I like to do mine. So I'm going to put my 2.29 at the top. 2.29 times 1.06. 6 times 9 is 54, so I write a 4, carry a 5. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 5 is 17. Write a 7, carry a 1. 6 times 2 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. I'm finished with my 6, so I can mark it off and write a 0. 0 times all of that would be 0, so I can mark it off and write another 0. And now I have 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 2 is 2. When I add this thing up, 4 plus nothing gives me 4. 7 plus nothing gives me 7. 9 plus 3 gives me 12. So I write a 2 and I carry a 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus another 2 would give me 4. And 2 plus nothing gives me 2. I count the number of numbers that I have behind the decimal. I had one number behind the decimal, two numbers behind the decimal, three numbers behind the decimal, and four numbers behind the decimal. So in my answer, I need four numbers behind my decimal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2.4274 should be my answer. 2.4274. 0.874. Let's see. Perfect. Last one. On this one, we have 0.847, and they want us to multiply that by 3.54. 4 times 7 gives me 28, so I write an 8, and I carry my 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 gives me 18. I write an 8, I carry a 1. 4 times 8 is 32, plus 1 is 33. So I write a 3, and I carry a 3. 4 times 0 is 0, plus 3 gives me 3. I'm finished with my 4, so I can mark it off and write a 0 here. I gotta fix this 8 so I don't forget that that's an 8. Get confused later. Okay, 5 times 7 is 35, so I write a 5, carry my 3. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 3 is 23. So I write my 3 and I carry a 2. 5 times 8 is 40, plus 2 is 42. I write my 2, carry a 4. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 4 is 4. I am now finished with my 4 and my 5. Since they're both marked off, I need to write 2 zeros. 3 times 7 is 21, so I write a 1 and I carry a 2. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 more gives me 14. I write a 4, carry a 1. 3 times 8 is 24, plus 1 is 25. So I write a 5 and carry a 2. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 2 is 2. Let's see if I can add this stuff up here. 8 plus nothing is 8. 8 plus 5 is 13. I write a 3, I carry a 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 3 is 7, plus 1 is 8. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 2 plus nothing is 2. Originally, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers behind my decimal. So on my answer, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers behind my decimal. My answer should be 2.99838. And we are finished.